Thank you very much, everybody. We're with a gentleman who had one of the greatest election wins anywhere in the world, as far as I'm concerned. And he was very proud of his relationship with President Trump, President of Brazil. And he's a special man, doing very well, very much loved by the people of Brazil. And I think we can say that Brazil and the United States are as close or closer as they've ever been. So I just want to welcome you and say thank you very much, my friend.
Estamos com um presidente que teve uma das maiores vitórias na história, e eu sei que ele sentiu muito orgulho do relacionamento dele com o presidente Trump. E ele é um homem especial. Eu sei que ele é muito querido pelo povo brasileiro, e o relacionamento entre o Brasil e os Estados Unidos nunca teve tão forte como está hoje. Muito obrigado por esta reunião.
É uma satisfação estar ao seu lado. Sempre o admirei bem antes das eleições. Temos muita coisa em comum. Somos dois grandes países que juntos podem fazer muito pelos seus povos. O que nós temos no Brasil é coisa que o mundo não tem. Nós estamos à disposição para conversar com Trump, de modo que possamos fazer parcerias e desenvolver o nosso país. Eu gosto muito do povo americano, gosto do Trump, torço pela sua reeleição. Espero que nos visite antes das eleições, se for possível. Isso é um motivo de orgulho e satisfação, e para mostrar para o mundo que a política do Brasil mudou de verdade. Nos interessa e temos o prazer de se aproximar dos Estados Unidos.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. It gives me great pleasure to be next to you, Mr. President. I have been a great admirer of you for quite some time, even before your election. It gives me great honor to be with you. The two countries we represent have a great deal in common. We are two major countries, great countries that together can do a great deal to the benefit of our two peoples. Brazil is endowed with assets that the world does not have. And I remain available to engage in talks with President Trump to establish a fruitful partnership to the ultimate development of our nations. I support Trump, I support the United States, I support your upcoming re-elections, and I do hope you will come to Brazil, and you have been open, a standing invitation to visit Brazil even before the upcoming elections, so that we can showcase to the world that politics in Brazil has indeed changed, and we stand together and ready to work closer and closer with you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President. And we will come to Brazil, and you do have assets that very few countries can even think about. The assets you have in your land and in your water, and in so many other places. You have some of the great assets in the world, and it's a tremendous country with tremendous people. So I look forward to going. And we're now talking about a lot of trade. We're doing a lot of trade, but we're doing more now than previously. And we have many things to discuss. Thank you all for being here. Thank you very much.
President Trump, are you going to ask Brazil to take sides on the trade war
Excuse
with
me,
China?
translation for the President.
Muito obrigado. Sem dúvida, o seu país tem ativos que nenhum outro país no mundo tem, tanto na terra como nas mares, recursos hídricos. Sem dúvida, há muito que podemos fazer juntos. Estamos aqui para falar sobre comércio. Já temos muito comércio, mas podemos intensificar isso mais ainda. É um grande prazer estar aqui com o senhor.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Are you going to ask Brazil to take sides on the trade war with China, President?
Well, we're going to have a meeting with President Xi of China tomorrow, as you probably have heard. It seems to be a rumor about that, and we are indeed, and we look forward to it. I think it'll be productive, and who knows, but I think it'll be productive. At a minimum, it will be productive. We'll see what happens and what comes out of it. But we're doing very well as a country. The United States is the hottest country in the world right now, and the economy, all of the leaders have come up and said it's incredible what's happened with the United States, and they congratulate me and congratulate the people of the United States. But we have a hot country, and we're doing well. So we'll see what happens tomorrow with China.
But
Mr.
how Brazil
President,
can
with
help on
China
that?
are-
How Brazil can help on that?
O Brasil pode ajudar nessa agenda.
Help in what?
Help on the trade war with China.
Not a question of help, it's a question of whether or not we do something, and I think we have a very good chance. We'll see what happens. Ultimately, something will happen, and it'll only be good. Good things happen.
Mr. President, do you expect that President Xi is going to put an offer on the table tomorrow?
We'll see what happens. You're gonna know maybe before most. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It'll be a very exciting day, I'm sure, for a lot of people, including the world. It'll be an exciting day. A lot of people are talking about it, and it's very interesting, and it's gonna come out hopefully well for both countries, and ultimately it will work out.
Have you promised China that you won't put any more new tariffs on for
No, I
another 6
haven't
months?
promised, no. Good question, no.
Discuss Venezuela with President Putin, and you kind of discussed with this meeting.
We discussed a lot of things with President Putin. We had a very good meeting with President Putin, and we'll have to see what happens with Venezuela. Venezuela is, we're behind the Free Venezuela 100%. We'll see what happens.
But did you lose momentum on Venezuela, President?
No, not at all, no. Things take time, but we're behind a certain group of people. You know who the people are. We're behind the people of Venezuela. That's who we're really behind, more than anything else. And we've been helping them a lot. We've been bringing a lot of food and a lot of medical and a lot of other things to Venezuela. We're working with Colombia, very closely with Colombia to help, because really it's a humanitarian crisis. That just shows what socialism can do. You know, I've been watching the debates a little bit in between meetings, and I wasn't impressed. But when you look at the socialism and you look at what it can do, that's what you're talking about there. And that's become like the Socialist Party. In fact, I heard there's a rumor the Democrats are going to change the name of the party from the Democrat Party to the Socialist Party. I'm hearing that, but let's see if they do it. Okay? Thank you all very much.